Hey, good morning. Thanks for streaming with us. We really appreciate it. It is going to be hot. I mean, there's no other way to really talk about it. It's going to be hot, and really, the more I look at the forecast for the next couple of weeks, the upper level ridge of high pressure is going to be strong. I don't see it really backing down a whole lot. There will be some disturbances working out of the Caribbean into the Yucatan and into the southern portions of the Gulf of Mexico, but for the most part, I think they're just going to be too far south to really help us out. And when we get underneath one of these ridges like this, it's just hard to break. And so it's just going to be hot. So we do have a heat advisory. That's what's new. Taking a look, we've got maximum heat index over the next couple of days, anywhere from 103 to 108. I'm expecting the heat index today to be around 106. This weekend, we've got some hot temperatures, maybe an isolated shower, but I think that's more of wishful thinking. I mean, I think we're going to be close, but it just doesn't look good. 4th of July, for the most part, just partly cloudy and hot for the 4th. All right, outside now, well, we've got clouds, and if you notice, the clouds are getting smaller and smaller, and that's an indication that our humidity is still there, but the upper level ridge is just really strong. And so basically, we've got a balancing act going on. We've got enough humidity for nice, pretty clouds, but there's so much subsidence going on that it just keeps them from developing. And I think that's going to be the trend over the next week or two. 85 degrees is the current temperature. The low this morning was 80. That's it. And it's tough when the morning lows don't go much below 80. Record high today is 103, set back in 2009. Here's the good news, if there's any. There's so much humidity, we're not going to be breaking record highs. But here's the bad news. Because of the humidity, it's going to feel like record highs. The heat index today about 106. So here's what you can expect. Partly cloudy skies for the most part. High temperature 97 with that heat index right at 106. So here's the heat advisory in the counties that are included, mainly along the I-35 corridor and the I-10 corridor, also some of our southeastern counties. These are areas where the heat index will get above 105 to 110 degrees. Looking at the satellite imagery versus yesterday, one thing I noticed right off the bat is you'll notice the areas. I want you to take a look at this, and I haven't put, well, look at the areas to the south and west. That's telling me that the moisture is getting thinner and thinner in the atmosphere because there's hardly any cumulus clouds down to the south and west. Around the hill country, you've got some partly cloudy skies there. Here in Bexar County, we've got some partly cloudy skies and also down to the south and east. Matter of fact, there are some showers from Victoria to Cuero, Hallettsville, and then eastward all the way over to Houston. So if you're watching pretty much from, let's say you could draw a line basically from Beeville to Karnes City to basically that's about it from around Floresville to Karnes City, and then eastward from there. You've got a very slight chance of picking up a shower this morning and into the afternoon. For the most part, I don't think they're going to make it here. 85 degrees, that's the current temperature, and the heat index, I haven't looked yet, but this the new 10 o'clock OB came out, and it's 85. It's 87 at George West, 88 at Victoria, and look at Port Lavaca. It's already 91 degrees. I haven't looked yet, but I bet you Port Lavaca has a heat index over 100 already at 10 o'clock, and I bet you our heat index is probably like 92, something like that. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, our heat index is 93, and Port Lavaca coming in at 10 a.m. with a heat index of 111. What was the temperature there in Port Lavaca? Let me look. It was 91. For 91 to have a heat index of 111, you've got to have a dew point of 78, something like that. I mean, that is big time. Gonzales feels like 100, Victoria feels like about 103, and San Marcos feels like 100. Eagle Pass feels like 102. So lots of heat today, and that's one of the reasons why there is a heat advisory, no doubt. Okay, so here's what's going on with the big picture. We've got the upper level ridge of high pressure that's centered pretty much over New Mexico and West Texas. We've got some disturbances that will be working out of the western Caribbean across the Yucatan and into the southern portions of the Gulf of Mexico. Okay, let's fast forward to Wednesday, Thursday. The high is still there around New Mexico, and being to our north and west, it's really bad for us. It's a real subsident kind of a flow. Disturbances continue to roll through the Yucatan into the southern portions of the Gulf of Mexico. There will be one disturbance coming in Friday into Saturday. I suppose it's possible for an isolated shower on Saturday and maybe on Sunday, but it's just not looking good. I mean, this is the European model, kind of overdoing things a little bit, I think. Maybe a 10%. And you'll see in the 14-day, I did throw in a 10% chance. And then we've got another disturbance that comes in pretty close to the 4th of July. But yeah, it just doesn't look very good for rainfall for the most part. I think our best chance is going to be this weekend coming up, and that's like a 10 to 20% chance of isolated showers. So don't expect rain in your backyard. I'm glad that we're kind of caught up. We've picked up over 15 inches of rain so far for the year, and the month of June, I believe at the airport, it's 2.7, so we're doing pretty good. All right, highs today, 97 degrees with a heat index of about 106. Tomorrow morning, we'll see a low close to 80 in the upper 70s. And then for Wednesday, we're going to have, oh, did you notice that? This is just one computer model, but this is the IBM graph model. It shows an outflow boundary coming out of North Texas for Wednesday. I doubt that we'll have anything. Anyway, Wednesday, 97 for a high. And then there's another chance Thursday morning, but that's real hopeful, wishful thinking again on Thursday morning. Just so you know. There may be an outflow boundary that comes from North Texas and brings us a shower in the morning, but boy, that is really doubtful. All right, looking at the allergy count, we've got molds. Molds are 470 and light. And if you haven't seen it, I'm sure you have, but if you haven't seen it, here's our new 14-day forecast. And I did the math on all these. What I usually do is I usually take the 850 millibar temperature and take it back adiabatically to the ground. And I've got some math that I do with that. And these are the temperatures that I came up with. It looks like I just kind of put temperatures up here, but I swear I didn't. 97 for the next several days with heat index values around 106. Friday, 96. And, you know, really I could have put a 10% chance in for Saturday, and I've got a 10% for Sunday. Like I said, just chances are not very good. 96, 97 for Saturday, Sunday, and into Monday. I threw in a 10% for the 4th of July with that one disturbance, but boy, that just does not look very good at all. I think we may have a little bit more mixing, so may not have heat advisories next week. It's going to be a close call. 97, I think that's probably the best, give or take a degree. Tuesday through Friday of next week, Monday through Friday of next week, actually. And then even though the high weakens a little bit Saturday and Sunday, the 850 millibar temperatures go up a little bit. So I think 98, that's probably good for Saturday and also for Sunday, and then 98 for Monday, July the 8th. So, you know, it's that time of the year where weather just doesn't change a whole lot. So, I mean, you know, it could be worse, I guess, but it's definitely going to be hot, and that's no other way to put it, really. All right, I've got the noon show coming up in a couple of hours. Make sure and watch that. We've got 4, 5, 6, and 10 tonight, and I've got a couple of days off, so I will not be around tomorrow. I think it's Maggie. But anyway, 14-day forecast, just a lot of heat. All right, make sure and stay hydrated. Take it easy. Find some shade. Find some water. Best things to do. All right, hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you later.